So yeah. So the reason why I wasn't really saying anything in the previous video is because I was just thinking to myself. Because oftentimes, when we reach home, we don't have that time. We don't find that time to meditate, and it's important that we meditate or reflect. That is, reflect on the days. I think reflect on things that are worrisome. Reflect on good times. Just reflect on what makes you happy and what you're trying to do in your life to better your life. So at times, a 5 minutes, a 10 minutes a day, you take that time to reflect. And so that is what I was doing, and I tend to do that on a daily. It helps. So yeah, I didn't get to post anything the other day. I was just trying to, use the time to relax because, yeah. Um, so even though I mentioned to you guys that I am back, I still need time for myself to just being, right? Let me fix this. I braided this morning because really and truly I didn't know what style to put in my head. It's like a kid's eardo, and yeah, but it was something, just so I look proper when I was heading out for work this morning. So, yeah. So yeah, so that's the reason for that. And if you see earlier clip, as you can see, there's not much that I talk about, except that I didn't do much, and I didn't want to bore you with doing nothing, or just are doing little. I know you're here because you want to see the happenings, and that is fine. But sometimes in one's life, and perhaps in yours too, there are moments when you just feel like being by yourself or being with close family members only, no one else. The only time you'd get to speak to the outside world is when you're at work. And so, yeah, and that is how I feel a lot of the times. So yeah, right? So always take care of your mental space. Your physical space is also very, very important because it helps. It helps dealing with issues when you're safe in your physical space. And you know what I'm talking about. So in that, once you're able to relax and be focused in your physical space, your mental space will find that, will draw that energy and be relaxed. And so a lot of us don't know that we might suffer from anxiety, depression. We know the words of depression. Sometimes it's not even depression, sometimes it's anxiety, and I'm going to do another video as it relates to anxiety and why you might have or feel the type of way that you feel when you're anxious. And so, yeah, I may be rambling because I didn't hop on here I don't have much to say. And so, yeah, and I don't want to bore you with my this. So, guys, I hope you would have enjoyed your day, your weekend. And today, hopefully the day went well, and so that will continue for the remainder of the week. And so, yeah, so as I said, I didn't know much. The only thing I did over the weekend was to wash my hair and just do a self-reflection type of thing. Use some new shampoo that I bought a couple months ago, forever how long, and decided to say, yeah, you know what, why not use this type of some nonsense. And so, yeah, because that's just the space I was in over the weekend. There is no outside world. There was not going anywhere. I parked my car Friday evening after work. When I reached, when there was nothing to the outside, I did not come outside or anything like that. I remained in the house the whole time. So sometimes you are going to have days like that, and I'm sure you do. So drop a comment, let me know, why you feel the way you feel, and if you have ever experienced days like what I'm talking about. You go home Friday and you're just home to yourself, by yourself, with your family, and those are the only persons that will, you might not even make any phone calls, and maybe those are the only external persons that will, have that connection. It is just a phone call, because you want to stay home and you want just to have that time to yourself for your mental, because really and truly a lot of things are going on in the world, and we collectively, a lot of us, we might tell ourselves that things that are happening, it's not affecting us, when indeed it is affecting us. And so we have to use the time and reflect and pray. Some of us aren't Christian. I'm not a Christian. I'm hoping to be one day, someday, But I do pray. My mother encourages me to pray and read my Bible. And from a young age, I attended Sunday school, Sunday church, so it has been that way ever since. And yeah, so sometimes when I feel like something is there that is not supposed to be there, something is bothering me, but I don't know what it is. It doesn't have to be from immediate family or friends. It can be your surrounding. It can be what you've read. It can be a movie or the news, something external that is trouble. But you will tell yourself that it's not. And for some of us, it is. Some of us, it is unbearable for some persons to see persons who are sick, who are ill. And, and we can't, sometimes we don't know that. We might wonder why can't you, you can't look for a close family or friends. Sometimes it's that, but you can call and make that connection and have that conversation, and it helps. And so, yeah. Anyways, guys, rambling again, and I'm going to head on home and see what I can prepare, and then that would be it for my evening. And I hope you have, as I said before, this wonderful, wonderful day, and you would have enjoyed if you had work, if it was just for play, sometimes, let's me not. So, hope you enjoy yourself today, and if not, go home, say a prayer, say a prayer, and when you pray, you pray from your heart, and if you have to cry about it. It is you and that relationship with God and nobody else. He is the final judge, not no man. Not no man. Yes, I know you can't have no and not in the same sentence. You can't have two negatives. I know that, but it's Jamaica, right? You put everything in everything, right? And so, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to hold you up any longer. Heading home. Keep safe. Drive safely. And, yeah, pray. All right?